this is gonna be hard. Okay. Hello, hello. Wife is on a work call. And try to keep it low while we can. Yeah, they made a version for UT99, but and we tried it in Pugs for a while. It did not go over very well. Anything Gauntlet design will inherently not work too well in ICTF. Mostly due to the design of the flag room area and the area in front of the flag room. Mass T equals mass AIDS on that map. Oh, thank you, Deckel, for the announcement post. Assuming you're in here, that is. So the map picks, by the way, we're going to be playing Focus and Shader. Focus was the pick of WP, Shader for TP. Isotoxin was the ban by WP, and Lament was taken out by TP. Toilet Paper Squad. Both maps being played on Germany. I guess if there's no NA people, Germany can be used. Sorry, I gotta keep her quiet still for the moment. I don't wanna... Trying not to disturb my wife anyway. I don't think... This doesn't work in any way for this, right? I think I tried it before and it doesn't do anything. It shows a bunch of nothing. Focus is gonna be played. This was the map pick of WP. For those who don't know, who haven't played the map yet, this here is Storage. It's typically a solo spot. If you come over these stairs up into here, you got the hideout. I always mix up the names because it looks like this should be called pit because it's, you know, in a pit. But that is not pit, that is hideout. This is going to be your 2v2 area. And then we'll come across here, and this is the pit. And this will be your other solo point. I think this is where Azure is going to play for TP. I saw him play here in a pug. Probably Ghost on Storage, Wildcat, and I forget who their fourth is on the 2v2 here. See, sometimes you'll have someone playing between here and kind of try to help Storage and hideout. I'll turn it down a little bit. I'll also try not to be so quiet. K2 with the Twitch Prime! 4th time he's done it. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, the cast right here. Thank you. Thank you, sir. First item match of the cup. It's actually supposed to be my team playing today. Or yesterday. Got moved to Tuesday. So what is the... I think this should be a pretty good match. I think both teams look pretty evenish on paper. On the side of WP, you're going to have Krylizzy and J-Ski on the solos. I would assume ULV, Usani are going to be over here. I'm guessing Krylizzy's going to play the pit, and J-Ski on storage seems logical. It's probably going to be Ghost against J-Ski here, I am guessing. Krylizzy Azure over here. Who was the 4th for... Baron, that's right. So Wildcat Baron against ULV Lusani in the 2v2 location. So I've played this map a few times now, know it pretty well by now. It's plays pretty fun. It's fast-paced map, fair amount of spawn killing. This area in here sees a lot of traffic, and it's a bit of a cluster through here, so it's an area that it's going to be important for control. I'm sure he is, but no one is as underrated as Misofaniac. That guy frags a hell of a lot and hits very well for a $400 player, I tell you. Am I pronouncing Krylizzy's name wrong? That's how I've always said it. I don't know. K2 with the OG sub badge. It's correct? Excellent. By the way, it's going to be a slight struggle for me today, just because I just came back. I'm getting LASIK, so I just had the, like, initial, consultation, whatever, they do a bunch of tests, and they put those fucking, drops in, so my vision is, like, really blurry right now. I can't see up close. So it's a little difficult, so if I'm having a bit of a struggle, I apologize. That is the reason. Everyone in for TP now. Toilet paper crew. One left to click. Krylizzy. This looks like a pretty even match on paper. I think this map... I think this could be a good map pick by WP. I don't know how comfortable TP is going to be over here. I think Azur's played it a couple times. I don't know if Ghost has seen it. We'll see. I could see this match going to all 3 maps, though. On paper, anyway, these teams look pretty evenly matched. So it should be a good one. Guess we'll leave our mid-camera sort of around here. Just waiting on Krylizzy. Organizing the troops right here. I have to move my phone so close, I can't even see the chat. My vision is so fucked up right now. Ramdrop thinking the TP should win the 2v2. WP winning Pit. By the way, Ramdrop, I heard you were the one that's responsible for naming these points. And I gotta say, you blew it. With all due respect, you blew it. Good old Ram. Hideout and Pit both look like they should be called Pit, so I don't know. Maybe call neither of them Pit, and we'll call Pit something else, rectangle room or some shit. Storage should have been Hideout, I guess. Storage is the only name that makes sense to me on this map. It's like there's crates there, it kind of looks like a storage area. It's Hideout and Pit that are confusing. Countdown is on, by the way. We're gonna start here. We're starting on J-Ski. I'm assuming he's gonna play storage, and you got a favorable spawn to start the game right at his point. Wildcat takes him down though. Let's have a look around here. Yeah, and it is as we predicted. Ghost, the opposing player here on storage. So Ghost against J-Ski over there, and that should be a pretty close battle, I would say. And we know it's Azure against Crylazy over here on the Pit. I just want to call this Hideout. So far, it's really good positioning. Haven't seen Crylazy take control of this point just yet. It's a good start for Azure here. Very close game overall to start. Watching Luceni now. You know, she's in the 2v2 alongside ULV here. Against Baron and Wildcat. Can be a little tricky. It's a small room overall for 4 people to be jammed into there. And you see Wildcat having a difficult time getting back. Let's watch Crylazy for a moment in the battle against Azure here. Sort of corner to hide in here. Where is Azure? Taking a long time to get back. Crylazy moved at the worst moment there, and Azure picks up the spawn kill. 24-18 early on. Slight advantage for Blue, but Red holding all 3 points. And this is going to be a critical battle right here. Early on, it's Azure with 11, and Crylazy with 5, so... And this is Pit, by the way. I keep calling... whatever, this is Pit. My brain just wants to call it Hideout. I don't know why. Big early lead on storage. That's where Blue is getting their points, by the way. J-Ski's 17 to the only 2 of Ghost. Let's check in on this... battle over here. J-Ski doing a nice job. And he is the primary reason Blue has a lead, as they only have a 4-point lead, and it's all coming from storage. You see, Crylazy is losing Pit to Azure, not by much, couple points. And they have 9 points combined on Hideout in the 2v2. 9 to the 14. So Red also winning the 2v2 point. But it is Blue with larger advantage here. You see J-Ski even moving over to help on the 2v2 there. J-Ski doing a great job so far here. And this is why I think the map pick was good for WP here. Let's look at Ghost POV. To me, it looks like he's perhaps a bit lost. He's taking a really long time to get back to point, and it's allowing J-Ski to move over and even help the 2v2 when he has control there. See him finally starting to figure out a bit here. He's got to start working some points back here. He's only got 6 so far in storage to the 28 of J-Ski. Red holding all 3 points, trying to mount a bit of an early comeback here. They're down 7 now. Watching ULV in the battle of the 2v2. I believe that still has a slight advantage for Red as well. What is that, 22 13. So yeah, Red winning the 2v2. Pit battle. So Red is winning 2 out of the 3 points, but they're losing overall because storage is being so heavily won by J-Ski so far. So if Ghost can get that point in order, Red can definitely mount a comeback. See Crylazy starting to bring it back against Azure here. 17 to 22 now on this point. Imagine you want to try to control Boots from over here as well. Interesting position for Azure. Don't really have a good sight line there, but is able to take him down. Yeah, it's a good call, K2. I think that's something that perhaps they will look at. Still lots of time left, though, before they need to make that sort of decision. Just over 10 minutes in map number 1. But that would certainly be an option that they could look at if Glenn can't get things together over there on storage. So as we said, that is the only reason Blue is winning right now. They're losing the other 2 points, so if Ghost can just not get destroyed, Red has a good chance to come back. Zero looking pretty comfortable. This is a good positioning here. See, you can control spawns and kind of help off on the 2v2 as people are trying to run through there to get back to points. And really nice job here. He does get the boots as well. Nice timing on that one. And in general, I would expect Crowley to do pretty good against Azure, but Azure looking very comfortable over here. On pick, Crowley finally going to take that one back. Let's watch a little Lucani. We haven't checked in with her yet. 16 points so far on the Hideout 2v2. 36 kills. They got, what, a combined 26 points over here to the... Oh, 30. So slight advantage there for Red on the 2v2. Pretty close overall. Overall game score, it's still Blue with that advantage. It's close, though. Only up by 5 overall. Storage 42 to 17 now. It's still... That's the gap. My wife's on a work call again. This is not an ideal day to cast, I tell you. My eyes are fucked and my wife is having a crazy busy day with work calls, so apologies if the cast is not at the level you would normally expect. Watching Jay's key once more, and we'll see if they end up making a switch over here. Storage is a big issue. Big issue for TP right now. My guess is, I'm sure Ghost has not played this map much, if at all, and he just needs to... He's got to settle down, and he doesn't need to win his point. He's just got to get it a little bit closer, and his team's going to have a good chance to come back here. Let's watch with him again. See, this route here is an odd one. Like, you can just tell that was not the right route back to his point. And yeah, he's really having a hell of a time here. Ghost on this point. They might want to think about, like, he went to the wrong point again. He's lost. There's no question that Ghost is not comfortable on this map yet, and it shows. And it's definitely a big issue here. Blue's starting to pull away a bit. It was within 6 points overall. They're now up like 20. As the only reason it was close was Pit and the 2v2 were being won by Red, but... And Pit is still being won by Azure, but it's the gap is closing by Crylizzy, and same thing can be said for the 2v2. And that's why the margin is growing here. Just under 7 minutes left to go. Map number 1. Okay, there you go. See if Glenn can bring this back a little bit. What is he up to now? 24 points to 53. Let's have a look at Azure against Crylizzy. Premier matchup of this game right here for sure. This is Azure so far with the advantage, 50 to 36. 14-point advantage there for Azure, so nice start by him. Good job. And he's going to have to keep up that pace to keep his team in this map here. He's not just beating him, Murder, he's destroying him. It's the entire reason Blue is winning. 57 to 25 is the current score on storage right now. That's a big issue. But still, Red bringing it back again. They're within 10 again. They had dropped by as much as 20, and they're within 8 now. So nice job by Red to keep things together here. Let's have a look at Wildcat. Playing the 2v2. female on female battle right here, and Wildcat gonna win that one. Let's see overall looking at their nice frags by Wildcat. I just noticed that. Holy shit. 93, 4 kills now. That is by far the most in the server, and it's not even close. Next closest in frags would be teammate Azure was 67. This is a ridiculous amount of fragging by Wildcat, doing a great job on the 2v2 here. And this is the only reason their Red is still in this game. And when I say solos are the most important, here's a prime example for you. Red is winning the other 2 points, but they are losing overall because one of their solos is getting destroyed. So Blue is winning overall, despite the fact that their 2v2 and the other solo are losing. Carlos, you have to 46 now against the 60 of Azure on Pit. So Azure's still a nice advantage over here. Carlos, always going to do a great job of getting back to the point as quick as possible. Definitely one of the main strengths that he has. They're always very quick to the point on all maps. He knows the best routes to take. Azure just kind of out-aiming him up to this point. You see the pretty large frag difference, 78 to 57 over there. And I wonder if at some point Red is going to switch. With the amount of fragging that Wildcat is doing. You see, once again, Ghost is lost. Going back through Pit. Ay, ay, ay. And I think at 3.5 minutes left. They are within 15 now. And Blue is holding all 3 points. That's just going to grow. I feel like they should have pulled Ghost off this point. And perhaps try Wildcat, who's just a fragging animal right now. And not the type of animal in an all-pug, a beastly fragging animal. 119. Perhaps try moving her over to storage, get Ghost away from this point. He just went completely the wrong way. Storage was literally right beside him. Oh boy, Ghost very clearly completely lost on this map. That, or perhaps pull Z Baron off and send him to stores to perhaps try to 2v1 this area and let Wildcat stay solo on the 2v2. I don't know. But with 2.5 minutes left, they're back within 10. This is a game to forget for Ghost. There's no question about it. Yeah, I agree, Deckel. They gotta try to do something to help Ghost out here. Oh boy. 205 to 193, 2 minutes left. And oh man, Blue has been holding all 3 points for some time here. And that lead is just starting to grow and grow. They got back within 10, but look at the numbers fly up now. And they're once again down 20 points, so this is a big-time issue. Blue holding all 3 points, and it's starting to fall apart for TP. Azure is still winning Pit by a good margin against Crylucy. 78 to 57. It's not enough, though. Nothing is offsetting storage. And in fact, what is the score on Hideout? I hate trying to... It's what, 57, let's say 65 to... the 2v2 is about dead even. It's very close to dead even. TP was winning that most of the way. So, Azure winning this position is not enough. Ghost was not prepared for this map, I tell you what. 55 kills, 38 FE, only 38 Dom points, and then 91 at J-Ski. Oof, that's an embarrassing one. See if they can bring it back on the next map, which Ghost will know. I expect a much better performance on Shader, but it's certainly going to be a map 1 victory here on their map pick for WP. Good map pick. Definitely a good map choice by their captain here. It's very clearly an uncomfortable map for Ghost in particular. Azure did a very nice job. As did Wildcat, but it's just not enough. And that's going to be a 243 to 221 map 1 victory in favor of WP. And just look at the numbers. Azure won Pit by quite a lot. 62 points for Cry Lizzie to the 90 of Azure. Just not enough. Yes, indeed, Murder. I'm sure Ghost will get a rematch with J-Ski here on Control, and it's going to be a much closer game now. From watching Ghost there, to me it looked like it almost looked like it was his first time playing the map, if I'm being honest with you. He looked very lost. So I expect to see Ghost against J-Ski here on Control this time, and it's definitely going to be a lot closer. Cry Lizzie and Azure, I'm safe to assume, will be on Ocean. And our 2v2 warriors over here on deck, helping off on Control and Ocean. So we'll see if TP can force a tiebreaker. They have a chance. I mean, let's put it this way. If Azure is able to beat Cry Lizzie the way he did on map number 1, TP will win this map, and they not only will win this map, they will win the match, I would say. Because that lopsided solo J-Ski Ghost, I don't think we're not going to see that again. I think that was completely a map thing. And that's it. This is going to be a good... I expect TP to win this, actually. I think with the Frag Power Wildcat was showing, it's going to be huge here on deck. I expect TP to win this and force a tiebreaker. Absolutely. We'll see what happens. They should have swapped something for sure. But they did not try to. I mean, even if they swapped positions, Ghost was going to be lost no matter what point you put him to, right? I think perhaps the only thing they could have really tried is perhaps just have Ghost roam. Since he's lost anyway, just have him roam. Put Wildcat on storage, Baron on the 2v2. Anyway, we're underway here. And I think this is going to go much better for TP this time. I expect them to win the Shader for sure. Frag power difference is going to favor them, and if Azure does the job he did in map number 1 against Cry Lizzie, it shouldn't be an issue. We know Ghost is going to do better here. He's not going to be lost the way he was on Focus. And he's going to get his rematch against J-Ski. If he can just take the point, there you go. Nice little early lead here, 8-4. Good start for TP. Watching goes. He's going to bounce back from that rough performance in map 1 here, and this is a much better start already, as you can see. 3-1 early on in the battle of Control over there. From J-Ski's point of view for a moment. Just want to see Wildcat's point of view. Exhibited some monster frag power. So Wildcat or DB. She was fragging like crazy in map number 1. And this deck is all about fragging here, so So you're moving to the backside to help off on control. This is a good way to do it. And she's fragging again. Already up to 19. Make it 20. Helping off an Ocean here. Nice job. It is blue, by the way, that is leading, though. Saw red with the early one, but it's a 3-point margin right now. Ocean in the early going is actually Krylizzy this time. He's getting some revenge of his own against Azure. 12-6 early on here in the Battle of the Ocean. So now Ghost is looking better on against J-Ski this time, but Azure is not doing the same job he did against Krylizzy on Focus, so they gotta offset this somewhere. Starting to look better now. Red holding all 3 points, down 6 overall. Got gonna narrow pretty rapidly here. Zabarin coming to control. Red holding all 3. They're within 4 now. Watching the Baron. Get some nice little kills here. Try to help off on Ocean. And does get the bouncer spawn. Quickly back to deck. And in control. Red looking a lot more comfortable on this map. There's no question about it. It's a very tight game. 12 minutes left. 4-point advantage overall. And Baron doing a pretty nice job since we started watching him here. Making some nice kills. To 17. The 2v2 frag-wise, especially heavily in the favor, as we expected it to be of TP with Wildcat and Baron over there. Let's watch from Krylizzy's point of view here. What's this at now? 11. It's a 21 of Krylizzy, so doubling up nearly on points here is Krylizzy. Just over 11 minutes left to go. TP trying to force the tiebreaker. They're going to have to win this map to make it happen. And it is a very tight game. This is looks to be coming down to the wire. Where's Ghost? Let's check in with the Glen here once more. 17 on controls so far to the 13, so he is ahead of J-Ski this time. Doing him. Oh, he was unable to tag it there. Yulvia, it's a big kill. Right as he was on it. And he's having a hard time to go that way. There you go. 2 on the point here. He's able to tag momentarily, but J-Ski has had control for a bit now, and he's all of a sudden ahead by a point on control over here. Ooh, we better stop watching Ghost. He was doing good until we started watching him. And all of a sudden, J-Ski in the lead now. Overall, it's blue with a 6-point advantage. What do we got on deck? We got 20 points for TP to the 23 actually of WP. Surprisingly, WP is winning deck. It's very close overall. Did expect TP to win this deck pretty easily. They definitely have better frag power over there. Perhaps they're trying to help off a bit too much. Nice job by J-Ski here, assisting on deck. Up to 24 points now. Ghost 19. Still anyone's game. 9 minutes left. 5-point advantage overall in favor of TP. Or WP, that is, sorry. Red holding all 3 points for a little bit there. Helped narrow the gap. They're within 5. Let's watch Wildcat for a little bit. 52 frags for her now. Points on all 3. Only behind the frag total of Krylizzy by a few there. Doing a nice job on deck, as you would imagine. Sandy, that's an annoying position. Just dead, you cannot see her from there. Still a 4-point advantage. This is an extremely close game right now. You could see that WP is more focused on holding deck. I almost feel like TP is perhaps maybe trying to help a little bit too much. They are bleeding points on deck. Let's watch Azure again. What is the Ocean battle at now? 31 rather for Azure to the 37. So Azure's actually brought this one back a little bit. And it's important that he does that. It's going to be critical for him to at least get it close against Krylizzi if his team's going to have a chance to force the tiebreaker here. Remember, Azure did beat Krylizzi pretty heavily on focus. This time, though, not the same story, at least so far. It's a close game, though. 7-point advantage right now for Krylizzi over here. Okay, he did make the shot. He missed the first one. Krylizzi couldn't capitalize, though. And Lusani finally going to take him down. Nice little sequence there for Azure. They're within 4 now. And he is going to get Ocean back. Krylizzi got an excellent spawn, though. Good effort by the Turtle, trying to help off on deck here. Krylizzi came in, though. Blue continues to grow that lead, and where is it coming from? Control is extremely close. It is a 4-point advantage over there. It's all just narrow advantages on every point. Deck up to 40 now for WP. And 33 for TP. So the point I thought they'd win the hardest, deck is the one they're losing the worst right now. And I do think that's a byproduct of them just trying to help off on the other 2 points a bit too much. Check Krylizzi's point of view and the continued battle of the Ocean over here. Still a tight game, 8-point advantage now, though. WP is starting to pull away a little bit. Back to a 4. This is as tight as it gets right here. Red had an early lead in the game. They have been unable to get that lead back. They're very close now, though. They're only down a few points. Oh, Ghost missed a critical shot there. He's going to fall, surely. Oh, he did not, and that's a good entry there. Red holding all 3. Game is tied, and Red takes a lead. That's a big ultra for Ghost right there. The first lead back since the start of the game comes at the 5-minute mark, and they have a 3-point one now. Nice job by TP fighting back here. They've been down most of the game, but Glenn doing a much better job this time. Still is losing control overall. 33 points he has to the 42 of J-Ski. He's doing a nice job of helping deck here. He did hear the bouncer, and we're going to get that back. Oh, that's not the spawn he wanted to see. 4.5 minutes, and it is a only 2-point advantage. Make it 3 for TV here. What a battle we have here on Shader X. Ghost trying to move out, assist on deck if he can, but there's all of a sudden 2 on control. He's going to lose it. Gets an Ocean spawn, tries to assist Azure. Back to Wildcat. Still fragging good, not as heavy as Focus. Was ridiculous fragging from the Wildcat, but actually had a pretty difficult. She's overall doing pretty good on the Dom points, but you see not so many on deck, and WP even holding on to more points in this position. TP still holding that lead that they got back at the 5-minute mark, and they're still hanging on to it here. It is up to 5 now. That's a nice job helping off right there. Can she make the call on J-Ski? Cannot. Ghost was back though. And there you go. Got a good spot on Ocean. Helping off Azure right there. 3 minutes left. Only a 3-point advantage. Nice ultra kill by Wildcat. This is going to come down to the final seconds, it looks like. TP trying to force that tiebreaker. Lead starting to grow a little bit here, up to 4. Definitely not comfortable, and Blue held all 3 points there. Holding 2 or 3 now, and they're back within 2. Make it 1. Oh boy. Super close stuff right here. Ocean checking back in. 55, Azura has brought it back. He's still down overall, but it's a lot closer. He's only down 4 points to Cry Lizzie, who's sitting at 59. Nice job by Azura to bring this one back. That's critical. That's a critical play by Azura. He had to keep this very close. Ideally win it against Cry Lizzie, but he's doing his part right now, that's for sure. 2 minutes left. 2-point advantage overall. Oh boy. Red, can they hold on to this? Only a 1-point advantage now. Oh, it's a tie game. And Blue's holding 2 out of 3. Oh no. It's still a tie game. It's neck and neck right here, but Blue holding 2 of 3. And they just took the lead back. They got a 2-point advantage, 194 to 192. Just under 2 minutes left. Nice shot by Baron there. Oh no, Blue's starting to pull away a little bit. All of a sudden, they're up 4. TP bringing it back. They blew the lead. They were hanging on. Check in with Cry Lizzie. Gonna be critical. See if he can hold on here. It's up to a rampage. Cry Lizzie hitting everything at the moment in the most important time. That's big game stuff out of Cry Lizzie right there when it matters most. And all of a sudden, it's almost a 10-point lead with just over a minute left. WP, back and forth game here, and they've taken a lead at the most important time near the end. Red holding 2 or 3, make it 3 points. Can they come back? 1 minute left. There's still time. 6 points separates the 2 teams. Azuri's got to clutch up. Let's go to Azur's. How's Glenn doing? 43 to... he's down 11 to J-Ski on control. Not as bad of a performance as we saw him on Focus, but not good enough. Not good enough. I'm gonna have to give old Glenn some control lessons against J-Ski here. 20 seconds left. 8-point advantage. Time running away here. And it looks like WP in this back and forth game is going to take this match 2 maps to 0. TP had their chances. It's not going to be enough time now. They're down 10. It's too late. And WP wins it 2-0. And that's tough stuff right there. Good match overall, very close. Well done by J-Ski. Great job both maps on the solos. Ghost, he's going to have to rebound, unrest a little bit for their upcoming matches. It's a tough goal right there. But even on the 2v2, they got honestly kind of outplayed. See what the overall numbers were. I didn't see how deck ended up, but anyway, that'll wrap it up for the first match. Apologies, this was not my best cast. I knew it was going to be a bit of a rough one for me today, but hopefully it wasn't too bad. VOD will be up on my YouTube later today. We'll see you guys in the next cast. Take care.